Hello, hello, hello. Fancy another game of chess? Well, why not? Let's do it. 10 minutes on the clock. I'm playing Lohengrin 23. Lohengrin 23. Let's see what they've got up their sleeves today. It's a curious move, isn't it? They can't move their knight to c3 any longer, which is a bit of a funny one. What should I do? Well, let's get a piece out. Not a piece, a pawn. Let's move a pawn up. All right, they're quite keen of their little pawn chains here, aren't they? I fancy getting my bishop out. Why ever not? Okay, this is a kind of a spiky pawn situation. So I could put a piece out here, couldn't I? Put a bishop here, for instance. Bishop would be... I might just move his knight here. I don't know. Do I want to put a piece there? Is he going to put a piece there? Not sure. La 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 la. Dooby dooby doo 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 doo. Well, it's just... I've no idea what I'm doing. But there's nothing new about that. Right. You're so pusillanimous, oh yeah. Nature's golden animus. Just move that there. A castle. Let's see if he falls for this one. Hoping he takes me with his bishop and then I take back with the pawn. And I mean, it's kind of elementary. It's a bit obvious. It's a bit of a cheapo. But sometimes people fall for these cheapos. You never know. I fall for cheapos all the time. Love a good cheapo. He's thinking about it. That's a shame. Don't want him to think about it. I just want him to act on impulse. Moved his knight over. To get out of the pin. Well, that's probably sensible. So... what's going on? What am I going to do? These pesky pawns everywhere. Is there any point taking his knight? Not sure that there is. Is there... Do I want him to take my knight? Don't care if he does. What side am I going to castle on? Am I going to castle king side or am I going to I kind of fancy castling queen side. And I think I will move a piece. I know, not the deepest analysis ever. Okay. His knight has moved. Now, if I took that and he took me back with his f-pawn, his rook's bearing down on f7. But I don't really want to... It's not like he can do much with that at the moment. I don't really want him keeping a knight there. So I think I might just take it. And I... What am I doing? What is this knight doing? Really? Why don't I move my bishop back to there? Cutting off his rook. Not that he can do much with it at the moment, but I quite like the idea. If he's going to take my knight, I would rather take it with my bishop than with my pawn on d5. And he's just made life a bit more complicated for me. So, we could just have a big swap off of pieces here. I could take his knight. He would take me back with his bishop or queen. Take me back with his queen, I think. And then I take his bishop, possibly. And he takes me back there. And he's doing all right. What happens if I don't take him? I end up with a weird pawn kind of structure. I'll have a pawn on e6 and on e4. I could move f5, but he could then take me en passant. Don't really like the idea of any of that. So let's, for now, move my... Let's take him. Take with the bishop. Take with the bishop. Yeah, well. It's always worth a try. Okay. I'm going to here because I'm planning to castle queenside. Doesn't feel that great, my situation at the moment. I'm thinking about moving f6 in a moment to try and take some pawns and... Oh, hello. What's this? I think I'm going to keep to my plan and castle. Oops. I've just realised I've left f7 unguarded. Which is still going to be unguarded after this move as well, because I need to take him back. That's a bit of a nuisance. All right, let's just do that. Let's hope he hasn't seen f7. He probably has, though, hasn't he? Don't really want to give him an extra pawn. There he goes. There he goes. Nuisance. Nuisance, nuisance. Well, this bishop hasn't really got anywhere to go, has it? So, not really. Maybe I should have... I don't know. Well, at least it protects the other pawn. I keep looking at g7 and how I might be able to get a rook onto the g file perhaps and threaten a cheap and nasty mate. He's got a lot more time than me. Has Lohengrin 23. Now he's getting his other rook out. Right. Okay. Well. What am I going to do? Let's do this. That is a poisoned pawn. If he takes it, attacking my rook, I'm going to move my rook, my other rook, to g8, which is, right, let's try it. It's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a sly dog move. If he moves his bishop, of course, it's checkmate on g2 with my queen. I think it's a sign of my desperation that I have attempted this cheapo. It's pretty obvious. I mean, he'll have seen it. But it does get my rook onto the G file, and that's quite a nice file that I'd like to be open. Okay, he's protecting the pawn. Sorry, the bishop. So let's amp up the nastiness like so. I wonder if that bishop is going down. Because if he moves it, it's still checkmate. So I'm not sure how he can protect that bishop. And he's 2 pawns ahead of me, so it's not catastrophic for him to lose a bishop. But this is all opening up on the on the king's side of the board towards his king. He hasn't got much of an attack. I've obviously got to be a bit careful, but we will see. Ba-da-da-beep-ba-ba-bo-do-boo. Ba-da-boo-boo-boo-boo. Ba-da-ba-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Okay. Well, that makes sense. It gets rid of the checkmate threat. Now, do I take with the pawn or do I take with the rook? That is the question. I quite like... Rook or pawn, grey, rook or pawn. I think I'll take with the rook. La 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 la. Dooby 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 doo dooby dooby doo. Even if he tries to get me to... Right, okay, well that's, again, not unexpected. So he's doubled up his rooks against my Ujima flip there. So I think the thing to do is to move my bishop. And probably to move it here. Now he's moved his other rook. His pawn on a2 is available for nabbing, snaffling up if I wanted to. Nice thing about the bishop on g7 is it prevents his rook from going to f6. I wonder what's going to happen. He's still got a lot more time than me. Okay, he's taken that. I cannot take the pawn on g3. I can move my pawn back 1 if I want to. I can move my rook forward 1 if I want to. Which is better? I feel like I prefer my rook moving forward. Don't know if that's right or not. Two minutes 16. So, okay. He doesn't like my rook being there. Should I just move my rook back? Oh. Oh no. I was just thinking, what happens if he goes h5? Okay, I can move my rook to h4. It's protected by the pawn. That's all right. That's safe. That is safe. He might move his queen to f3. Maybe he wants to exchange queens. All right, he doesn't want me to take that pawn. Now then. Let's try it. Pawn up here. Thinking bishop h6. Going for the rook and the queen. Do you think that might work? It's worth a try, isn't it? Oh. Well, I think haven't I? Surely he's cursing that. Surely that is a mistake by him. Right. Ah, he's attacking my rook. He is attacking my rook. Well, that's clever. So, but, how about if my rook here, which hasn't been doing anything, comes over to here, threatening that pawn on g3 as well. Or maybe if the rook gets taken, look, I can wallop up to g2 maybe. There's got to be something here. He might move a rook to f6, possibly. There you go. Right. Let's have a look at this. What do I do? How do I get through here? Rook takes pawn, queen takes rook, rook takes queen, king takes rook. And that's it. If I move that rook, if I move the rook on g6, then he takes my bishop. No good. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of time. Okay. Oh, I've got to be careful of checkmates down here. Do I? Donk, 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 donk. Got to do something with this bishop for all of this. Do I just take his rook? Ugh. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh, I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. Keep it complicated. Keep it complicated. Not sure about any of this. I'm not really very happy. I'm not very happy. His queen could come hurtling down to h2 as well. Maybe in a moment. My queen is not very well positioned. At all, is it? So let's just do this. Oops, daisy. Let's just do this. If his queen comes down to h2, what do? I go queen d. No, I mean queen h7. I move my queen to d8, possibly, but it's all a bit. It's all a bit blur. Okay. Fine. I think I need to get my queen in this game, and I need to start moving quickly. Oh, 19 seconds. Okay, got to move quickly. I don't think I've got enough time to do this. Oh well, didn't even see that. Just attack. Maybe he'll go pawn d5. Don't know. These pawns are quite strong. Yeah, I think I should have moved my queen here. It's just a bit more of an active square. Okay, he doesn't want me taking that. Queen up here. Protects my pawn. Also attacking his pawn. "20 seconds, it isn't enough." I don't know how to turn off the pre-move. I just made a pre-move, which I now regret. I don't know how to disable it. Maybe I have. He's having a good old think about it, isn't he? Right. I can't do that just yet. Let's just move that. Yeah. At least my pre-move didn't happen. Okay. Okay. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Rook over. I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Oh, hang on. This is too intense. This game is just, you know, chess, for goodness sake. Whose idea was chess? 18 seconds. with those pawns, it's not too easy. Okay, let's just check him. Check's good, right? We like checks. Let's check him again. Should we check him again? Is this the one to do? Check. Okay, he's come out there, has he? Should we check him again? Why not? Oh boy. Should we check him again? Okay, why not? Maybe one of them in a minute will be good. Should we check him again? Shall we? Oh, how can I do it? How can I check him? I can't check him. Okay. Now I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's threaten mate. Threaten mate. It's not threatening mate because it's bloody rook. Oh my lordy. My lordy. But I am threatening. I could maybe get his rook. Okay, that wasn't great, was it, Gray? That wasn't great. But he can't check me on b8. That's good. He's running low on time too. Okay, just do something, Gray. Just do something. Oh, I should have gone here and taken his... Oh, rats! Rats! Now, do I do the pawn? I don't know. Pawn. Maybe this is it. Is this it? Oh my goodness, I think it is. Oh my goodness. So fluky. Okay, good game. I was up against it there. Well done, Lohengrin. Bad luck.